Hello guys, a quick one. For some days I haven't been on chat because of one or two things and I've been very busy. And this morning I've just been doing some analysis on how price has been reacting and what the price or what the market is going to do next. Now, let me turn this off. Actually, my session. Alright, to make our chat more clean. So, as you all know, that I normally trade the FR zones, but I have other conferences too, like the psychological level. You all can see how price is reacting off these levels. Whenever it comes to the level, it always reacts. Whenever it comes to the level, it always reacts. You guys can see that. So I'm being tempted to take a buy from here because it's on a psychological level, and you guys can see the candlestick reaction there. And when I go to the 5 minutes, I'm also seeing this pattern that I always recognize. This pattern always mostly works. This pattern mostly works. This is the head and shoulder. This is the head and this is the shoulder. So if price should come to this zone, if price should come to this place and retest here, I should expect a buy, but I'm not going to take this buy because it's not just I'm not gonna just take the trade of the psychological level and based on the other gaps that are left over. So I'm not gonna take it. I'm going to wait for the high probability trade. And what is this high probability trade? Let me take this off. Because I focus more on the higher time frame and than the lower time frame, I see a possibility of price coming down to this place because there's still gaps to be filled and there is an FR zone here. So if price should come to this FR zone and my psychological level, it's a high probability trade for me. And besides, I don't really trade on London's session, although we are in London and New York overlap. But I better wait on the New York session to take my trade. And price is not even on the trend line, so um I'm kind of being tempted to take this trade, but that's one of the things in trading. You have to stick to your rules. You have to stick to your rules. You have to be disciplined, or you pay the price. So what I could have done is to kind of, put a little bit of amount, using a little stop loss, a little lot size to enter this trade for the first leg. I would have just positioned for a trade here, you know, here, and wait for price to do its thing and target here. I want to target here because there's a change of character. You guys can see there's a change of character here, and price has an origin. So there is a fair value gap. Even though I don't trade fair value gap, but I recognize these things. You might have a lot of knowledge about some things, but you might not use it. You might not trade it. You choose to craft your own strategy. I don't really trade SMC, but I understand SMC. So I'm seeing gap here. So price might just decide to come and fill this gap, something like this. Come fill this gap and come down to this place. So instead of jumping into this one, I rather wait for it to come here, and I'm gonna jump into the trade now. That 5 minutes, if price should kind of come to this place, okay, this is where my entry is gonna be, to this place here. Yeah, so if it comes here, I should expect a buy, but like I said before, I'm not taking this trade. I'm just adding a position, then my stop loss is gonna be below this week. Yeah, so I'm not taking this trade. So even though I should take this trade right now, even though I should take this trade, what's gonna make me to take this trade? This is my Fibonacci retracement. I have just look, as you all can see, the price is already at 0.618, the Fibonacci level, and the price is also at my psychological level. So could have been the you know two confluences or even I would call it the three confluences I'm seeing, but I'm not I didn't plan to take it, so that's why I'm gonna let it to run. Okay, so first is the psychological level. As you all can see, the price is reacting there, and the second thing is the Fibonacci retracement level, which is at the golden ratio, which is the 0.618. You know, another third confluence that could have made me to enter this trade is that head and shoulder that I'm seeing on 5 minutes. You all know that 5 minutes time frame is kind of a weak time frame. So, but if price could have been here, or been in a good level, I could have taken it. So that's why I just wanted to show you guys this thing. And even on 5 minutes time frame, I can still see other gaps to be filled. So that's why this trade is not kind of a high probability trade for me. So that's why I'm going to allow you to run, but I'm not on this trade. So that's that about that. Now, why am I waiting for this trade? I'm waiting for it here because there is an F and R zone here. This F and R zone is kind of one of my top confluences on trading gold especially. So this F and R zone and this psychological level, then I see another chart pattern. I'm expecting to see something like this here. So if I see it here, it's a buy for me. It's a buy. So but if it fails to hold, because as I'm seeing price might fail to hold, and there's a fundamentals. You also these are fundamental. There's a news on um on USD pair, and this is the forecast. This is the forecast. This is the previous the forecast. So we are expecting the actual to come out by 1 p.m. So when it comes out, we know where the market direction is heading. So according to this forecast, I think USD pair is going to be more stronger. You all know that when USD pair is strong, gold is actually going to what sell. So let's see what it's going to turn out to be. So that is one of the reasons why I'm not confident enough to take this trade, because I feel like price might just go up small and and start tanking, or price might even continue going down. Price might not even hold here if the news is kind of that strong. It might stop here, it might start going down, or even come around this, because there's also a level here. Let me map it out. There's a level here, and there's also a level here. So if price should fail to break here, I'll be expecting price to come to this level, or the other level, or the other one, or here. So this is kind of how we set the trap. This is how I personally set my traps and wait for execution. So I believe you guys gain some a little value from this that I thought. So you guys can actually watch out for today's trade and see what the market is gonna do today. So have a nice one, guys, and good trading.